Hey everyone, and welcome to Isms by Josie. Today we're going to be doing a super ultra cute design using Varnail's April mystery box. For my returning subscribers, thank you so much for tuning in. And for my new viewers, please consider subscribing, share, hit that like button, leave a comment below, and click on that notification bell for future videos. As you know, I am a proud brand ambassador with Varnail, so if you like any of the items in this video, go ahead to the description box and click on my ambassador link, as well as use my 25% discount code ISMS by Josie. It'll definitely help me out, and I greatly appreciate your support. Today is Sunday and it is Easter, so happy Easter everyone. I hope you have a safe and happy holiday. Last night I did my Easter holiday set with the Halloween twist. If you had not catch that, go ahead and check on that after this video. It's so silly that these two designs are so night and day. But today what I have for you guys, I'm going to be using my 3X long stiletto tips. In my dailies for these last few videos, I've been trying out different sizes and shapes from Varnail to give you a variety of what they have on their website. So go check that out if you're interested in any of the lengths and shapes that you've seen today. But for today, of course, we're going to be doing an Easter design. This time I'm not going to be putting eggs in it. So if you saw that video from last night, you'll understand what I'm talking about. But anyway, I'm using one layer of this beautiful mango gel polish as my background. And we have not tapped into this pot glitters. We had used the 6 flower ones, and I actually didn't even use the last one because I had skipped some days due to work trips, so I haven't been able to make the number of videos that we have. I believe this might be the 16th video out of the 20 days, so from my trip I missed 4. Anyway. Alright, so I'm going to be attaching these glitters with the base gel, putting a nice layer of this to make sure it's nice and sticky. And then I'm going to use my multifunctional rainbow brush with Varnail, and I'm going to be using this brush to apply the glitters. Now these glitters are so cute. There's white hearts, white bunnies, pink bunnies, and then we have pink, white, and aquamarine maybe, or some sort of light teal hexagon glitters in different shapes. So this is so perfect for the holiday. I'm just going to randomly place them on the nail. I'm taking either the heart or the bunnies, and then I'm going to take a few hexagon pieces and place them around them to offset the glitter. And this is kind of like a neat tip if you want to lay out glitters and not just have like a random one just chilling out there. You can make it a little fancy, a little complicated by adding little glitters around it. Alright, so next I'm going to be using my nail art mold. These are letters. I'm going to be spelling out Happy Easter. So we are going to go matte for this nail. I thought maybe we'd do gloss, but I did put a bunch of base coat layers after I had cured the glitter onto the nail. This is liner, jungle green liner that I'm going to be using to make the letters, and I am going to be using their super skinny brush. Okay, so like I said, I put several layers of the base gel to even out the surface with the glitters in there, so kind of encapsulating it in. I did about I think 2 or 3 layers of base coat after I attached the glitters on there. But now I'm going to take that jungle green and I'm just going to fill in these letters to spell Happy Easter. I did do this one more time just to get a couple more letters that were repetitive. And then I'm going to show you how I attach them. So I did have the no wipe top coat in the beginning of this video, but I'm realizing that it'll look so much better if I use the matte finish. because we are going to be using the cat's eye gel, and I think the contrast is going to look so much better than having gloss all over the place. So I'm picking these out just to see what I've got so far in my Happy Easter, and then I just repeated the letters that I needed to complete it. But here I'm putting on a healthy layer of the base gel, and then I'm going in with the matte top coat to adhere the letters. So we've got, it's not going to be as thick as you think it is. I think it was like 3 layers of base gel on top of the glitters to smooth everything out. But now I'm using my matte top coat to apply these letters, and you can see they're like just sinking in there, which is really nice. If you were worried, you could use gem glue on top, underneath the matte top coat, but I feel like it might shine through, so it won't be really matte. But anyway, for this candy velvet collection, we have pomegranate. This is a very cute color. It comes out a bit corally or peachy, and I'm going to use this to draw up some flower petals. So I'm going to be using my petal brush from Varnail, of course, and we are going to be doing this petal by petal. Now, one thing I must say about trying to do pieces with the cat's eye gel, it's pretty liquidy to where it's not going to work out so great. So I have here my 6mm detail brush, and I'm just going to use it to help it fill in the space that I'm going for. So you can use the petal brush to apply how much you need, and then I would just go back in with a detail brush and shape it to how you want it to go. But we are going to be doing each individual petal like this. And I know this isn't really a basic short design. It's very involved. So far we've done so many techniques and used a lot of product, or a lot of different products, but I think this is going to add to the design. So I really want to showcase off that cat's eye gel too, because that cat's eye velvet, that candy velvet collection is really pretty. I don't have that yet. This is the only one I have, but it does look like velvet to me. So I think eventually I'll get all of the collections. That's my goal. I just don't have room for it at the moment. But anyway, so yeah, it's very tedious work, but ultimately put together, it's going to come out really nice. Just spending the extra time to do these designs is going to give you a better outcome. And in fact, all my dailies, I think the longest one that I've done for this month was about like 30 plus minutes. This one here, you guys, is over an hour. So that's how much more time I spent working on this one versus, and you can tell. So, but I had this center and I didn't want to whip out any caviar beads or anything like that. So what I'm going to do is just fill it in with more petals. So we're going to do a second layer. And the thing about this with cat's eye gel, if you're putting a piece on top of a piece, you want to make sure that you move the metals to make sure it looks separate from what's beneath it, if that makes any sense. So just be mindful of that. In my members only videos, I do have a series of making animals with cat's eye gel, and I show how you layer cat's eye shapes on top of each other and changing up the metals to make it look separate from the shape underneath it. So I think that's very helpful. But that's basically what I'm doing here in this design today. Again, very meticulous. I'm using actually cat's eye gel to make that center, and I pushed all that metal out to give it a definitive like differentiation between the petals and that bud in the center. But anyway, I'm starting another cluster of petals here. And I'm trying to think like how many of these flowers I need, and it looks like this is it. Like I made that one near the tip very large that I actually didn't intend on doing, but but I think that's enough for this design because I don't want to cover up all those glitters. We've got some really cute bunny glitters that I want to show off, and I'm trying really hard not to cover them with this cat's eye gel. But after I do this, you guys, and I did second layer. I did one row of 3 and then the second row with 2 petals just to give it that same technique that I gave the other flower. But it looks like it's a bunch of petals in a flower, so that works out. But yeah, I'm going to be taking this wasabi green and I'm going to be making the leaves on it. So luckily we have this color in the box. I mean, I could always pick out a color that I have already, but I'm putting this on and I'm realizing that it's too light against the background, and I really thought about whipping out that jungle green again and doing some streaks in the leaves, but I didn't want to take away from the cat's eye petals, so I'm just making it darker. I'm making this because I'm not going to put any top coat on this after that, so I'm going to try to develop some texture with this pot gel and the detail brush that I'm using. And I'm going to be making some nice streaks that you would kind of see in an oil painting, if that makes, if that helps in aiding what I'm talking about, because I know that I'm just rambling right now and I'm like, what am I saying? But yeah, I'm adding some streaks onto these leaves to give it some texture. Then I'm going to go in with my 18mm brush, and these are great for doing filigree. So I am going to be doing some vines randomly to attach to these flowers. What kind of a flower does that? I don't know, but it's not going to be a real flower. But the design is going to look really cute. So I am taking my 18mm detail brush and I am just randomly going about drawing up these vines, making it look extra cute. Really fancifying this nail up. I'm really loving this design, and even though it's on a stiletto for Easter, which just seems so not right, but I would totally wear this set, I feel, if I would finish off this set with the yellow and the flowers, especially this vinery we're putting on here. It's very elegant. Yeah, if you put this on a shorty even, you could probably wear it to church. So here's the end result, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this last daily video for the month. Again, have a happy and safe Easter, and I'll see you all in this week to come. Comment below, let me know what you think of this design today, and I love you guys. So thank you so much for watching. This is Isms by Josie. Please share, like, and subscribe for future videos, and I'll see you again next time. Thanks. Bye. I wanted to take this opportunity to thank my Josieism Tier 2 members. Thank you so much for all of your support. Check out the perks and become a Josieism member today.